Too hot. Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This is an exciting one. Today we check out a completely new backpack from Peak Design, the Peak Design Everyday Backpack Zip. Check it out. I'm Ed from Rushfaster. We do guides and walkthroughs, bring you better gear just like this awesome backpack from Peak Design. So if you're new to the channel or interested in that, please consider subscribing. Let's jump right in and check out the Peak Design Everyday Backpack Zip. So Peak Design have just made a huge release with a whole slew of updates to their existing everyday line, to the everyday backpack, the everyday messenger, the sling, the tote. But this one is a completely new backpack from Peak Design, the Everyday Backpack Zip. The Everyday Backpack Zip is essentially a visually and functionally simpler version of the original Everyday Backpack, but it's not just a step down from the Everyday Backpack. It is very much an independent bag in its own right. It's a much more slimmer and smaller version of the everyday bag, and with that comes its own different way of carrying your gear and its own different way of being used every day. It comes in two sizes, 15 litre and 20 litre. Today we are looking at the 15 litre in ash. Let's talk about some materials. The exterior shell of the everyday backpack is made of a weatherproof 400D nylon canvas shell, which is DWR impregnated and is double poly coated. Not to mention that it's made of 100% recycled plastic and is Blue Sign approved, except for the black version. It's very similar to what we've seen in Peak Design's travel line. It's a crazy durable fabric and yet is sustainable and ethical. It's really good stuff. The leather accents on the bag are the same nubuck leather that we've seen on most of Peak Design's products. They've got heavy duty nylon webbing on all the straps, the loops and the handles. There is metal hardware used on the ladder locks and the sternum strap hooks. And there is the usual hyperlon on the zipper pulls. And for all of you who are really into zippers, Peak Design has introduced into all their new backpacks Ultra Zip. Ultra Zip is a new exterior zipper that is built to withstand decades of use. Peak Design claims that these zippers are designed and engineered to have vastly superior abrasion resistance to that of conventional normal zippers. These zippers are weatherproof, similar to YKK's AquaGuard zips. Let's get into the features. Starting from the side, the Everyday Backpack Zip has the same side pockets as the Everyday Backpack, gusseted pockets to accommodate a wide variety of gear like water bottles or tripods. And when not in use, magnets inside the lining keep the pockets flat on the bag. Also on the sides of the bag are these super thick padded haul handles for picking up the bag at different angles. On one of the sides of the bag there is an elastic cord tied to the haul handle which is attached to a Peak Design anchor. Now this is typically used as a key tether. I've got my Orbit key attached here, and what this gives me is quick access to my keys, but also I can keep track of my keys and never lose them because they're always attached to my anchor. If you're familiar with Peak Design backpacks, then this harness system shouldn't be new to you. We have the Coaxial shoulder straps, which provide a great range of rotation to wrap around your shoulders ergonomically and comfortably. The back panel and shoulder straps are foam padded with a breathable and vented mesh. And the back panel has this ribbing that provides additional comfort and airflow. Behind the back panel we have a luggage pass-through, and when that's not in use, that is also kept flat and tight via a magnet. Going slightly lower behind the back panel, there is a little sleeve here which is for a waist belt. It is lined with Velcro so that you can attach a Peak Design waist belt, which is sold separately, and those are good for heavier or longer hauls. Looking closely at the shoulder straps, there are these two loops for adding additional gear on. And this thumb loop down here is available for quick adjusting of the shoulder straps, especially when you want on-body access to your bag. And even though these shoulder straps are padded, they are narrow enough to fit a Peak Design capture clip, which is sold separately. We have the Peak Design Sternum Strap returning, easily adjustable, 3 points of adjustment, strap keeper, quick attach position, stowed position. At the top we have a nice and big haul handle with the nubuck leather, got a really nice tactile feel to it. And at the bottom we have a reinforced base for extra durability. You may have noticed that there are these nylon attachment loops installed all across the bag. These are for Peak Design pack hooks, which two of them come with this bag. These are great if you want to secure some external carry. This could be large tripods, yoga mats, blankets, jackets, things like that. As we get into the main compartment, you'll notice that the zipper path goes completely around the bag. What's even more interesting is that Peak Design have installed 4 zippers on this zipper path. 2 at the bottom, 2 at the top. Typically speaking, the two at the top are used for top access to the main compartment, and the two on the sides are for side access to the main compartment. This is really great because it provides versatile access to the main compartment, but also if you're in a pinch, there is a zipper within reach. That's really good. So getting into the compartment of the bag, we have the same sort of design layout as the everyday backpack. So those of you who have come to love this layout will be glad to see it featured here. So here we have the main compartment opened up completely. This space is essentially an empty cavity with dividers to help you compartmentalize your gear. It's kind of like the traditional camera backpack where you put it flat on the ground, you open up the flap from the back panel, and there you access all your gear, except typically speaking with this backpack, you'll be accessing your gear from the sides. So you'll be accessing it through this vertical modular shelf system. If I just pull out one of these dividers here, these flex fold dividers organize and protect your gear. You can have a normal shelf and put gear on there, or you can push one of the slips up and create what Peak Design calls a cubby, which is for smaller items. Or if you have multiple shelves, you can push both slips up and you can create a pass-through for something that's a bit taller. Or if you're not needing the dividers at all and you're just using this backpack as a big empty space, then you can take out these dividers and tuck them away somewhere else. But if we look at what I've got set up here, I've got a bit of a camera setup. I've got my Canon 6D with a battery grip inside the shelf. And on the other side, I've made a cubby for this little portable light kit. On the other side, I have an 85mm prime lens, which is inside a cubby. And on the other side, I've just got a lens pouch here on the shelf. Inside the side doors to the main compartment, we have some pockets for organization of smaller things. So over here, I've got a portable battery and I've got some cables. And this pocket, as you can see, is kept flat via a magnet. Inside here is a zippered compartment, which has two stretchy slip pockets. Great for batteries, which I've got my Canon LPE6 batteries in there, 2 slots for them. On the other side, I've got a Peak Design leash camera strap. And down here, I don't have anything in this pocket because I actually put my water bottle in here and I don't want it to eat into the dimension of this pocket. Good thing to note is that when you access the top part of this bag, there is a little compartment here for something a bit more delicate, perhaps some really expensive earphones, phone or your wallet, or some cash. Now getting to the very back compartment, we have a compartment for laptops and tablets. But just in front of that, there are a few little slip pockets for peripherals or other chargers, maybe your laptop charger, things like that, you can put in here. There are 2 slip pockets here for smaller things. And behind that we come to the device sleeve, which is subdivided for the laptop and the tablet. The laptop compartment for the 15-litre backpack can fit up to a 13-inch laptop, whereas the 20-litre backpack can fit up to a 15-inch laptop. So that is my 13-inch MacBook Pro Retina there. And then just pushing this subdivider down, inside I've got my iPad mini. It is actually a pretty tight compartment here, but it's a really good use of space, so that's good. Now, in terms of security, we have these Hyperlon zipper pulls, which have a theft deterrent feature in them. It allows you to unclasp the Hyperlon pull, loop that Hyperlon pull around another zipper, and then feed that through and then reclasp to the original zipper to virtually lock the zippers together, making it harder for thrifty thieves to get to your stuff. Here's the backpack on me. I'm 5'10". Now, and for this 15-litre backpack, we're going to put it through our Rushfaster beer capacity test to show you how much this can fit. We don't have our typical tinny 6-packs, we actually have our standard 6-packs this time. I think this might only fit 2. And maybe just barely, if that. Maybe not 2. There will be no drinks tonight, I'm afraid. Almost. I suppose if we had the tinnies with us, we would be able to fit 3, maybe 3. But we don't have these tinnies because we drank it all. So Sorry about that. Well, that about wraps it up for this walkthrough, everyone. The Peak Design Everyday Backpack Zip is a really awesome everyday backpack. It exhibits some of the great features from the original everyday backpack, but then adds its own dimension of style and usage as a everyday bag. It's intuitive, it's functional, it's comfortable, it's durable, it protects your gear, all the goodness that you expect from a Peak Design product. If you're interested in getting the Peak Design Everyday Backpack Zip, then check out the affiliate links in the description below. If you enjoyed this video, if you found value out of it and you want to get a Peak Design Everyday Backpack Zip, then please do use those affiliate links. They really help us out in making these videos. If you're not thinking about getting the bag, but you like this video, you got value out of it, hit that like button, hit that bell, subscribe to see more Cara gear reviews and walkthroughs if you haven't already. And if you'd like to see more of our videos on Peak Design products, check out the links on the screen at the end of this video. But for now, this has been the Peak Design Everyday Backpack Zip. We'll see you next time.